Hello everyone. The following is a chat I had with someone on my Twitch stream a couple of weeks ago. The guest in chat had some questions about Geoism. I answered them, and I thought it might be useful to put the chat up on YouTube because I never know what people do or don't know about Geoism. So maybe this video could clarify things for other people who might stumble onto it. I've blurred out the chat box that appears on screen for the sake of my chatters' and viewers' privacy. Tell you about the Geoism thing, okay. I have a YouTube video that might be helpful, but basically, it's as follows. For any given parcel of land, any given parcel of space in this universe, I'll pay the rent. I'll leasehold it and I'll pay everybody rent. So, why aren't landowners doing that now? Because the law says they don't have to. How did the law install itself? By assuming control over land. So, that's it really. Geoism is an offer, ultimately. It's not an ideology. It's just, I'll pay everybody rent for the land I want, and, why aren't you doing it? Landowners, why do you expect respect from people if you're not paying the rent? Keeping in mind that governments are also landowners who owe everybody rent for the land they control. Nobody pays the rent, we're offering to pay the rent. And that's it, really. Yep. That's it. Because ultimately, it's a service you want out of people. You want them to respect you as the landowner. So, you pay everybody. And if you're not paying everybody, then not everybody owes you the respect. Oh, well, it is what it is. The market rental value of any given parcel of space is just, it is what it is. It literally changes with every variable that changes in the universe, so the only way to find out what it is to have a good old-fashioned auction, which I would love. But nobody wants to do that, because they want it for free. To answer your question in a more tangible way, like the most valuable locations in the universe from the perspective of humans does indeed tend to be locations where other humans are. So yeah, urban land is the most valuable land. Not always. There are a few pockets of really valuable land that isn't populated land, like Aspen, Colorado, Jackson, Wyoming. So you can't make any one hard and fast rule. It just is what it is. Different people value different locations differently for different reasons, so. Well, it's pretty simple. You just set up a bank account, have everybody sign up for it, and then you spit out the money in equal shares. And if you're wondering, wouldn't it make a lot more sense if it were, other people paying the rent and not just me, so that you're spitting out like $1,000 at a time instead of a fraction of a cent? Then yes, the answer is yes. Wouldn't it be nice if everybody paid the rent? Fundamentally, yes, children should. I know that's not a popular idea among parents who would like to step in front of it and take it, so in reality, you'd probably have to humor parents and let them take the money from their children until the kids turn 18 or something. Well, no, like I said, it's a simple fact that if my name were on the title of any given parcel of land, I could simply start doing it. In reality, you kind of can't really fight for it because the world is controlled by people who aren't paying the rent, and the entire point of doing that is not to pay the rent. So everybody kind of has to be talked down from their assumptions of control, because that's all anything is in the modern world. It's just a bunch of monkeys fighting over land. But it's not a thought experiment. There's nothing intangible about it. I'm saying I could simply start doing it myself. I'm dead serious about that. And fun fact, I could do it for any parcel of land. So, in United States, my opening offer is $5 trillion per year. It's not a thought experiment. It's money. You're saying I don't have $5 trillion. And yes, indeed. But I could start paying at the end of next month. 400 billion bucks per month, because that's how all land works. All land value is future value. That's why if you want to buy land, the average person has to go into a massive amount of debt, because land comes first. You can't start gaining the economic advantage of land until you have access to it. So it's land first, and then production, and then you make money. And so that's where, by the way, systemic debt comes from, because debt fundamentally is the attempt to buy something that you can't buy. You can't buy land, because you first need access to land in order to start, producing and making money. Land value is future value. That's what a mortgage is. It's like you have to borrow money, and then you pay the money off in the future as you get access to the economic advantage of the location. I mean, yeah, you don't have to watch the video. I'm just saying it'll at least introduce you to the idea. At least, from a large-scale perspective, because I don't think people understand. Whenever the left, for example, criticizes Geoism, which is funny because it's, like I said, it's not an argument, it's an offer. There's nothing to argue against. It's like, oh, well, it's not enough. Well, yeah, it is, because it's land, it's everything. So I think my video kind of helps explain that a little bit, how land actually is everything. Once you resolve the conflict around land, you resolve all conflict. So it actually literally is everything. And that about sums it up for this video. If you'd like to check out the video I was referring to throughout this one, click right here. Please consider liking or subscribing if you appreciated the video, and stay non-aggressive, my friends.